Hello. Thank you so much for taking care of this to help Scotty. I really appreciate it. It is a lot busier than I thought it was going to be, and I thought I was going to be able to get some videos in. So I've already done a lot of this stuff with the class, so I'm just going to show you. And then if you have time to show Scotty, that would be great. Or if you want Scotty to watch it, that's totally fine too, whatever you decide. Um, Hi, Scotty. I miss seeing you. I hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and head over to the camera. Get that to start. Okay. All right. So for the grammar, we are doing helping verbs. And so talking about how helping verbs come before the action verb. And they just kind of help the action verb. So we wrote down this list of helping verbs. The helping verb comes before the action verb. These are the common ones that we would use as a helping verb. And then the next page was our interactive notebook page that's in the plastic envelope. So he can cut out the ones that are the helping verbs go here and the action verbs go here. And sometimes they don't match up, perfectly because we talked about how they'd need to say ing after some of those. But that's what we did for our grammar. We did our task cards in the classroom. If you would like them, just let me know, and I can try to send you actually what I'll do is I'll try to send you the slideshow separately. I'll send it to you. I'll send all of this to you in an email. So I'll send the slideshow separately if you want to do the task cards with him. For reading, in the reading section, we're talking about point of view and how a story is told from three different points of view. One can be from the first person, the author. There's a narrator. And so how using the different pronouns will tell you who's the one that is speaking, what point of view they are doing. So we did this page, point of view, and just read these topics and then wrote down what we feel. Like from our point of view, what we think is more fun to read, fiction or nonfiction. From our point of view, pens or pencils, summer or winter, or PE and art. So we did that one, if that can help with that. And then the next one we did was the color answers. So we just glued this in. We didn't really cut it. I just glued around this one, but we needed red, blue, green, orange, and purple. After reading the story, we marked, which one was which. I guess my finger is moving slowly. Hopefully that's going to improve. So that's what we've done this week. And then we will do some more next week. Friday, we will do our test on helping verbs. And so if you could just talk with him about the main ideas that the helping verb comes before the action verb, and he can use his grammar notebook. If he gets this list of the most common helping verbs written down, he can use this, and then that way he'll be able to identify them easily. Sorry, my hands got a little scratched up. I crossed some gravel this weekend. We did page 63, so we corrected page 63. So basically taking out the double negative and rewriting it correctly for these sentences, adding up how much area there is and subtracting it from the total so that we could find out what the missing part is. And then reading this and finding things that could happen in real life and writing a sentence about that. Okay. Then we did page 64. And so marking if you're going to use the word good or well, adding up the whole area and subtracting it or adding up what's here and subtracting it from the total to find this missing piece. And then this part is write 3 things in the story that are facts or can happen in real life. So we went through and underlined some things that could happen in real life and wrote a sentence about them. And what we're going to be correcting next week would be page 65. And so I'm just using bad or badly correctly. adding up these two shapes so that you know how much total we need to buy for cardboard. And then reading this one to see which friend's advice could solve Ashanti's problem in real life and why do you think so? So if he wants to work on those pages, 63, page 63, 64, and 65 in the morning workbook. In our, oh goodness, I don't think I brought my vocabulary book. Okay, so in vocabulary, our wow word today was astronomer, and the root word is astro, which means star, and then is our suffix, meaning one who studies the stars, and then we made a list of other words that, you know, teacher, one who teaches, writer, one who writes, speaker, one who speaks, listener, one who listens. So we just made a little list of that. That's the wow word for this week. There won't be a test on that one though. And then for our, this is what I use for the teacher's guide. So these are the 5 words that we did. And then here's their definition. So he can write the definition in. And then here are the synonyms for each of those words and the antonyms for each of those words. And then a sample sentence for each of those. And then what part of speech they are. So, you know, if you want to give them to Scotty, or if you just want him to have him sit and just pause this part so we can get all of this filled in, that's totally fine as well. We don't have a test in vocabulary this week. Sorry about that. I thought I brought my other book with me. And then in our math, we did, let's see here. Okay, so we did the review page, the purple review page on page 224. So there are those answers if you'd like to get those. And then we did our review pages. So here are the answers if you want to get those. Let's see if we can get it a little closer, you can see. That says vases. I don't think it's showing up very clearly. So basically just doing the fact families and then solving using division and multiplication. On page 226, we answered these questions again, multiplication and division. And again here, doing multiplication and division. So if you want to pause and have him write those in, that's totally fine as well. Or help him with those. And then on this page showing even or odd, and we talked about the formula of if you have an even times an even, the answer is going to be even. If you have an even number times an odd number, the answer is going to be even. And if you have an odd number times an odd number, the answer is going to be odd. So if you want to go over that with him as well. Some more division problems. And multiplication problems, just a mix, a combination. Okay, and then page 228, again, solving for the missing piece. And then what do we already know? What do we need to find out for that problem? Okay, and then today we went over the assessment. So, I'll go ahead and just pause this right here if you would like for him to see it. Or if you want to help him with that part. We did this whole group kind of like we've done already. And then next week I'll have them answer some questions based on the pages and the specific questions. I know that he'll be starting IDLA, so he won't need to worry about that or anything anymore. And there's this page. And this page here. And then if you wouldn't mind, and so that's all we did on those. If you wouldn't mind, let me know if you want me to take a still photo of these pages, if that would be easier for you to look at it while you're doing them with him. I can totally do that. It won't take me hardly any time at all. But if you don't want that, I don't want to add that on there. In our math interactive notebook, we added quite a few things towards the end. So he has this packet talking about what do we know, what do we need to find out. So if he wants to cut this one out and add this in there. He'll also want to find this page. It's yellow. It'll say even, odd, and quotient. So we cut it out, and then we wrote down our definitions for each of these. So even number, odd number, and quotient. Again, I can do photos of these if you would like. I didn't know if a video would be easier, so just let me know. I would be happy to send a photo, and photos are easy. Then we had fact, family, divisor, and dividend, and we wrote down our definitions for each of those. Okay, and then the last part we had was these little circles. So when you cut the circles out, you fold them inward and put glue on the back so that you can glue it down. And then when you open it, you're just going to write all of the facts for the fact family. Since this is a 3 and an 8, we have 3 and 8, 24. So that's what you do for all of these. There's 6 on this page and 6 on that page. Just doing the fact family again for each of them. Both of their multiplication, both of the division problems for everything. There was an orange one that looked like a pocket. Apparently, that wasn't put together. These were supposed to fit inside that pocket. So we just threw that orange page away that says factors, and it's orange, and then it has another little pocket. So you could just toss that out because we don't need that one. So if you want any still photos of any of these, please let me know. And so that's all we did in there. We did some homework. Let me come back. I'm hoping this isn't too fast, and hopefully you can, oh goodness, hopefully you can pause some of these or maybe see them on something else if you can. If not, please let me know because I really don't mind doing still photos. I just don't want to bombard you with too much stuff. So we also did some homework for the kids so they came on Monday and did their lessons and then did these lessons that we've done. And then I sent a packet home. If you would like me to, I can scan. I have it scanned already. I can just send that one to you if you want. You don't have to. It's not required since he's not coming. His grades should be just fine. We're going to do some things for Martin Luther King for Friday. So I will do some videos for Friday. So I will send all of that to you in the morning. I'll go grab all of that and get it scanned, and I'll send that to you tomorrow for the papers. And you just do whatever you guys feel like you want to get done. We'll be just fine. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, please let me know if you want the still photos, and please tell Scotty hi. We miss him, and I'm going to try to do a Zoom meeting on Friday. I'm hoping that it'll work out. I will let the kids know in the morning because I will be sending a video just like normal for Friday. I'll be doing a morning message and going over the tests that the kids need to do. So we'll do that then. All right. I'll let you know then, though, if we're going to do a Zoom. So hopefully you could make it. All righty. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being willing to take care of all of this. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And tomorrow I'll get all that stuff scanned in and send it over to you. And you can use it if you want to. You don't have to, though. It's not for a grade. All right. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are doing well. Bye.